Hey everyone, welcome to our Consistently Creative Croppers, hang on, gotta press that, project recipe class for the month of September. I'm going to be teaching tonight the back to school project recipe. I believe it was designed by Noreen Smith, but I'm not 100% sure on that, but it's a quick layout. And I just want to share with you some tips on picking paper. I wanted to use the fall paper that just came out recently, Golden Harvest. So that comes with a designer paper pack and a tone-on-tone paper pack. So I picked randomly from both of these two paper packs for my paper. And on my sample one that I did, the tip that I want to offer is that if you're going to be using the Home Sweet Home Border Maker Punch, you want a contrasting color. So you want it to stand out from your background papers, but you also want it to coordinate. So my papers that I chose, this was the colorful piece of paper that matches every other piece of paper. So that was my one that I cut apart, which is designer paper number 1. Okay, that's the colorful one. And then designer paper number 2 is the one that you're going to cut your pattern from, the one that you're going to punch your houses if you're using this. If you don't have this border maker cartridge and you want to use a different one, you would have to use one that stays attached. So an edge border maker cartridge, something like this. Or you can also use a regular punch, a border punch, just as long as it stays connected. Okay, so something like the sand castles would work great as well. And Starry Night would also work. We have various people online with us tonight who are going to be using different things. So hopefully we can convince them to share with us later so everybody can see our different options. So this was my sample one, and I will put this aside. So what I did for what I'm going to do now is here's my colorful piece of paper that I chose. And on the other side is sort of a mottled brown, sort of looks like little trees or veins of leaves. I believe I'm going to use this for my little houses. I'm curious to see how that's going to look on the wood. And if I don't care for it, the other side is blue. And I think blue houses would look good too. So that is another thought. And then I'm going to use orange for one side and this red for the other side. This is a little dark, so I'm not sure if I'm going to like it. And if I don't, I can always use the other side, which is green. So these are my 2 base papers. And we're going to start with designer paper number 1. And so we're going to need our 12-inch trimmer. And we're going to follow along on the cutting guide. If your paper is directional, you are going to want to cut it in this direction in the cutter this way. Okay. If you look at these, they're going to be here and here, these little pieces. So I don't know if anybody has any paper that matters which direction it's going, but you want to pay attention to that when you're cutting here. Our first cut at 6 by 6, it's going to end up being 6 by 6. So we're going to basically cut the piece of paper in half. So our first cut is at 6 inches. My paper is not directional. It can go either way. So that works great for me. So on this one, you can stack these. We're going to put these 2 pieces of paper together and we're going to turn them, rotate. And then we are going to cut again at 6 inches. And just line that up nicely. At 6 inches. Okay, so we have A and E that we will put to the left because those are all set, and those are 2 6 by 6 pieces. And then we have these 2 that we're going to continue cutting, and we are going to now cut this at 4 inches so that we have a 6 by 4. We're going to have 2 of those. So again, we're stacking. Put the 4. These are now done. This is B and F on your instructions. So 2 6x4 pieces. And then now we have these 2-inch pieces left, and we are just going to cut this in half. We're going to put that right in the middle at the 1-inch mark. And that's it for cutting that piece of paper. So we're going to end up with 4 6x1-inch pieces, and that's C, D, G, and H. And that is our first piece. And I will hold these here for a moment so everybody can catch up. So again, we have the 2 pieces that are 6x6. We have 2 photomets that are 6x4. And we have the 4 1x6-inch pieces. And then we're going to move on to designer paper 2, unless anyone is not ready. Okay, now on this one, I want the grain of the wood going in, let's see, across, right? My little houses are going to be going this way. And if we cut it like this, when I turn it, it will then be this way, okay? So I'm going to cut it in this direction, and my wood grain I want in that direction. So it just depends on what paper you are using, but we're basically cutting this piece of paper in half. So just be sure if you have any kind of directional paper that it's going to end up in this direction. Everybody clear on that? Okay. So we have 2 6x6-inch pieces. And done with our trimmer already. Ooh. I have the border. Get your cartridge holder thingy there. All right, so take a look at your paper and whatever punch you're going to use. And I'm going to decide, I want my houses on this end because this side fades out a little bit. And I think I'm going to go for the more texture edge on that edge. So we can also punch both of these at the same time. So you can stack these and put them in. So just be aware, put them on top of one another if you want your pattern to continue along. Do not sandwich them like that. You're going to do it like this, okay? And then you get your pattern. I did experiment to see if I could do it wrong. And it's not that big of a deal. But like your houses, it ends and begins with a different house. So if you sandwich them together, then your 2 houses are the same on the ends. You don't do that. All right. So we have our 2 pieces of paper, and we're just going to punch. Ornamentor cartridge. And this is the Home Sweet Home cartridge, and it's really cute. Yeah, the little houses. All right, so see what I mean? How it went from one to the other, the pattern. The little heart one, and then the one with the little squares. All right.
Cheryl, I like how your houses are not all the same because of
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's why I wanted to try that piece of paper. We'll see. Because look.
Yeah, that's cute.
The other thing you can do if you get this particular border, you can punch a few houses out of different color paper and cut them out and attach them. So you have some different color houses if you wanted to have that look. Okay. So we are ready to assemble already. Awesome. All right, so we're going to get our base pieces out. Oh, if you have this one, it makes some cute little hearts too. So you might want to hang on to some of the hearts. the fun thing about my other piece of paper that I used, this piece of paper was red on the other side. So I got to use my little red hearts over here. All right. So this is what I'm going to attempt to see if I like this. So you kind of can just set your pieces on there and see if you like the design that you came out with. But we're basically going to follow the layout guide, if I can uncover it. We start here in the corner over here with the color, and then we flip it over and we're going to use the other side. And so as I'm looking at this, I have to decide, do I like that particular color there? And I noticed this piece of paper was kind of interesting. I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't know if it shows up much, but there's a little bit more red in this piece of paper than this one. So I'm going to flip it that way over there. Put this one over here. And what happens with our little pieces of paper is we flip, you do the opposite, flip one that way and then the color this way. And so you can set your whole piece of paper, your papers up and see how you like it. So this one I'm going to match over here with this. So that'll be down the bottom. And then this one will be over here. How easy that went together. Oh, wait, can't see me on the screen. Oh, I got to move up. Hang on. Can't see. I might have to raise my camera up. Hang on, don't get too dizzy. Okay. Better. It's going to slowly go back. So the little 1-inch pieces are opposites over here. So look at your colors and how do you like it? And is it coming together the way you like it? I actually kind of like mine. I could just as an option, just have blue houses. And of course your photo, you're going to use these as your photo mats over here and here, or flip that way, depending on whatever you like. I think I like the wood. Interesting. I like the blue over here on this side, but it gets lost over here. So I'm going to go back with the wood. I think I like the wood. All right. So that is where we're ending up. So the way that I found easiest was to start on the bottom, putting the little pieces on the bottom, and then that way you know where to put your these pieces. And this piece of paper is interesting because this is much more orangey over here and it's red here. It's variegated throughout the piece of paper. It's interesting. So we're just going to put that back in the camera. We're going to start with the 1-inch pieces on the bottom, the inside bottom corners. The opposites. And when I'm putting my my one with my houses, I'm not going to put any of the tape runner up here where the houses are because it's going to tuck behind. This piece of paper is going to tuck behind it. You see, I'm going to line this up with the edge of the paper. And then you can put it on your 13-inch mat and make sure you're at 1 inch over here as well. And then this one's going to go up in this corner. Okay. There's going to be a picture on here, but I kind of like this leaf over here, and this definitely will be showing, so I'm going to put it on that way. Tuck that behind the houses. Right up in the corner there. How is everybody doing? Have any questions? Hear people work. Yes, that's a good sign. Right, so there's that side.
I'm even catching up after typing all the instructions in. So
Woo!
that's
That's
an amazing sign.
nice.
How's
love
everyone
when
else doing?
When they're easy.
It does come together quick, but where are you putting your embellishments?
They are mostly, hang on. Did you print out the instruction sheet, Peg?
I did.
So when I ended up doing mine, I actually had some photos that worked perfectly for this. And I ended up using, this basically is a mat. It's just a mat, and I just cut it a little bit.
Okay.
And this one actually had, Noreen used some stickers and stuff, and I looked at it and I was like, I kind of like it just as it is. I went to put some leaves and stuff on it, and I'm like, it actually looks good just the way it is. And then she had some other things, I think, over here, but I just popped this up right there. And
Yeah,
then
she
I just
had
did a
hers
little, I
off
did a
to-
little,
I didn't
Yeah.
want to use the whole square. I was putting a picture in there.
yeah, that's what I do. I
Yeah.
tend to use up a lot of the spaces that they just use for embellishments or words or whatever. I do like the way she has some embellishments over here. I mean, he's just standing in front of a door or something, so why not put some stuff over there? And so she has a journaling square here, kind of like I did, but I did go, like, I full on did try to put some leaves there, and I just really like those pumpkins, and they went so
came out
nice on
great.
paper. So I was like, I'm not doing anything. And I did like the way this kind of brought in all the different colors and some of the elements of the paper. So I don't know what I'm going to end up doing on this one because I don't necessarily have any photos to go on here right now. So that's on there.
Should I go ahead and pause the recording while
I was just going to say, if nobody has any other questions or anything at the moment, we should pause because we're just going to put these together.
I'm going to do
Awesome.
This meeting is being recorded.
All right, so we finished up decorating. Just wanted to share what I did here is I picked a mat for over here from the mat pack that matches the collection. There's a various different beautiful mats that you could use. And I just trimmed the mat a little bit, and I took a couple of 3 of the hearts that came from punching out the house, put those there. And then these are the foiled embellishments that come with Golden Harvest. Those are some of them. So I just layered those here and put some foam squares behind this and then over here as well. And then I don't have photos yet, obviously, so I just cut out the photo placement cards just to give you an idea on where the photo placement is for this layout. So that is my finished layout. And if anybody else would like to share, do we have anybody who wants to share?
Sure, I'll do mine.
Okay. Vivian, we are? Okay. Oh, nice. So that's the chevron.
Pretty.
Nice.
So cute.
Oh,
Very nice. Road trip.
yeah.
Open road. Awesome. That came out great.
I can share.
Okay, hold on, Pat. Okay. Oh, nice.
Oh, wow. Is that geometric frame punch? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yep,
think so. Yep.
frame punch and a combination of like picture perfect staycation and perfect travels paper.
Wow.
Leftovers.
Hey, Corey.
Awesome. Nice.
Sorry.
Good job. Thanks for sharing.
Why can I not
Awesome.
see anybody sharing? Because everything, they're all little
You
black
need to be
squares.
on speaker
If-
view.
You can go to speaker view and
So
show it
in
that
your
way or
right-
gallery.
Your upper right-hand corner, there's the thing that says view and there's three dots over three dots over three dots.
Yeah.
Right-hand corner says view. So if you click
Yeah,
on
that's where I
that
had it at.
and you have it on speaker view.
Like
Hmm.
right now, there's nothing on the screen.
I don't think anyone's highlighted right at the
No,
moment.
are you on a laptop or on a phone?
Laptop.
Did that just pop up? I put my screen back on.
I think you're on full screen. So do you have this little thing called view with a little,
Yeah,
three
it says
dots next to
speaker
it?
view.
and
It
it
says
says,
speaker view.
and it says speaker.
Hmm.
I don't
All
know
right,
what's
we'll sort
happening.
that out in a minute. Is there anybody else
know.
who wanted to share while we finish up our recording?
Sure, I will go ahead and
Oh, Kari's gonna
share
share.
mine. So. Oh, wait,
hang
wait,
on
wait,
one
you
second.
can't see it because I've got a blurred background, sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
she got all fancy on us.
Well, that's pretty.
Oh, nice with the trees, evergreen trees. Very nice, very nice.
But I just have placeholders for my photos, so.
Yeah, perfect. Awesome. So if you would like to go to our Consistently Creative Croppers page, you can look in the albums and see people that did layouts and took photographs of them. So if you want to go check these out before you create, that's also really helpful to see what other people did. Deanna had a really cool layout that she used. Oh gosh, what was that called? The notebook punch border maker cartridge. And she turned her page sideways. So very clever use. So go check that out over on our page. And thanks for joining us.
Thank you. And a reminder,
Good
next
night.
week, we'll be doing an open Zoom crop. So just come with whatever you need to work on and just spend some time with us.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody. Good night.
Good night.